When Brother Baxter came in and my boy was kind of talking to me, I could hear him in the distance last night. He kept getting closer. I knew I was coming to myself, and he said, "Daddy, are you all right?" I said, "Yes." I never will forget the first time the boy ever seen the angel of the Lord. That's at Vandale, Illinois.
Like I said, Brother Branham not only preached the message, but he lived the message. And we stayed in this little old hotel there, Vandale, Illinois. We only had one bed in the room.
When I went home that night, we was in the hotel, and I was been praying, and I was almost asleep. And I woke up, and I knew he was in the room. I couldn't tell from where he was coming, but I waited a few minutes, and I knew it was coming over this way, coming across towards the bed. I got out of the bed, and my brother and a little boy was next to me in another bed.
Didn't have no bathroom. The bathroom was down the hall, this little hotel. And I heard Daddy say about the angel of the Lord, Jim, you know. But you know, sometimes it just don't ring. But just believe what he said. About 2 o'clock in the morning or 3, I was there with my dad's brother, Donny. We'd been selling the little books, Jesus Christ the same yesterday and forever, and I was not disobedient to the heavenly vision, you know. Man, I thought I was something. I had a little nail apron on tip, had my quarters down in there, and I'd go down the aisles, you know. And so, anyway, we were selling these little books in the tent. Daddy woke me up about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll never forget this. He had a pillow over my face. He said, "Billy?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "You know the angel that Daddy talks to you about?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "He's here in the room."
And I felt it coming, and I got out, and I knelt down on the floor and started praying. He got real close. I never heard no voice or nothing. I waited a little bit. It got closer. Then I kept speaking, "What would the Lord have me to know?" And a voice began to speak in the room and told me not to do that. Not to do that. And just my commission was to pray for the sick and not to do that. And then when I opened my eyes, there he was, just above the bed, whirling around and around. And I said, "Do you mind if my brother and little son could see you?" And he never made any answer back. He's done leaving me the anointing. I see it right off from me. And I kept my eye on him, and he never answered me. So I thought maybe he didn't care. I picked up a pillow and threw it over on the bed and woke up my brother. He said, "What do you want?" I said, "Wake up Billy." He said, "Billy, your dad wants you."
He said, "You want to sing?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "I asked him if he'd let me wake Donny up," that was his brother, "and wake you up." He said, "The angel said you can wake up Billy." And it doesn't make me any great thing. I'm just giving you my testimony.
I picked up a pillow and threw it over on the bed and woke up my brother. He said, "What do you want?" I said, "Wake up Billy." He said, "Billy, your dad wants you."
I asked Daddy one time, I said, "Why, Daddy? Did God grant me that privilege?" He said, "Because God called you to work with me, son." Anyway, he says, "Well, take this pillow from your eyes." He said, "You know where the little wash basin is over there?" And I said, "Yes, sir." Didn't have no bathroom. The bathroom was down the hall, this little hotel. He said, "You look over there." He said, "There'll be that angel." I never speak about him, Brother Andrews, unless I can feel that presence come back. That's what you feel right now. I ain't nothing, but that's what you feel right now. When he comes back and says, "That's welcome." You understand what I mean, Brother Donny? I said, he said, "Take that pillow." And I thought, you know, an angel would be something just sliding around. You know, I didn't know. I heard they said an angel talked to him. But I'm a witness to you here tonight that when he took that pillow from my face, over that old wash basin stood a man dressed in solid white. Hair down to his shoulders, about 200 pounds, just like Brother Branham described. He stood with his arms folded like this. And he looked at me. I was about as big as this little girl right here. It scared me to death.
And a voice began to speak in the room and told me not to do that. Not to do that. And just my commission was to pray for the sick and not to do that. And then when I opened my eyes, there he was, just above the bed, whirling around and around.
I grabbed hold of my daddy. He grabbed hold of me and he said, son, he said, he won't hurt you. He said, he's sent from the presence of Almighty God. He said, because God called you to work with me, Billy. But I tell you that, from that day on till this night tonight, I can tell you when that angel come into presence. And I believe he's not far from here tonight. Yes, sir.